Welcome back, dear viewers. You're still watching Nile Cruise on Nile TV International from the St. Mark's Cathedral in Abbasiyah, dear viewers. Christmas is a beloved worldwide holiday that comes around every year on December the 25th, and in Egypt also on January the 7th. Christmas, whether it is on December the 25th or January the 7th, is a religious day in which Christmas worldwide celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ. That being said, Christians traditionally go and attend Mass at church on Christmas Eve, which is usually followed by a family gathering that involves a large and delicious Christmas dinner, as well as loud, overlapping conversations among family members. But what is the difference between the two Christmases, and why do we celebrate this occasion? What does the Christmas tree represent? And other more questions will be answered by our distinguished guest, Father Danial Attallah. A very good day, and it's a pleasure to have you with us in today's episode of Nile Cruise, sir.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
Okay, so you heard my introduction. What is the difference between the 25th of December, as we celebrate Christmas, and the 7th of December, or the Eves, which is the 24th, which we really celebrate, and the 6th, which we really celebrate at the cathedral, of course, and at the new administrative city, which we used to celebrate here at the beginning?
Actually, there is no difference. We are all celebrating the same occasion, which is the birth of Jesus Christ. So Christmas is one all over the world, and the difference only in the calendars which we use. So as we know, all of us, that we have three kinds of calendars. The most famous ones, there is the Julian calendar, which became Gregorian calendar, which is the most famous one and used in the most of the countries all over the world, which is January, February. And then there is the Coptic calendar. We use it in Egypt, and it's very ancient. It's from the time of pharaohs. And then the third one is the Hijri calendar, which is used by the Muslim countries. The difference in calendars is mainly the difference how they calculate the year days. One of them, which is the Hijri one, it's based on the movement of the moon. The Julian one based on the movement of the sun, and then our Coptic calendar based on the movement of the stars. We consider the Coptic calendar the most accurate one, because it's used by pharaohs 7,000 years ago, no change till now. And then when Christianity entered Egypt, we used the same calendar. We just restart it in year 284, and we call it Martyrs calendar or Coptic calendar. So it's the same calendar which is used from long back time. We use it these days. Why there is difference in celebration? In the 4th century, when Nicene Council held by the bishops of the church, and by the way, it was one church at that time. There was no names of the church. There were no Catholic, no Orthodox, no Protestant, no Coptic, all one church all over the world, one faith, one everything. And there was no division, there was no split in the church at that time. And when they gathered together to discuss some church issues, one of those issues was how we celebrate and when we celebrate the two big events, the Christmas and Easter, or resurrection of Jesus Christ. Starting from that time, the Roman Church started to celebrate Christmas, and also the Egyptian. And the Apostolic Laws tells us that Christmas is celebrated in 29 for the Coptic month, which is Kiak, we call it Kiak, and which is equal to 25th December. The difference came.
So, sir,
Yes.
My question here is, the Egyptian Christmas is on the 24th or the eve of 24th or 25th. This is the Egyptian Christmas.
No,
Or the 7th?
yes, our Egyptian Christmas is the 7th
As the
January.
7th. And what's
Yeah.
the 24th? 24th is all over the world.
Yeah, all over the world because it's the Catholic celebration of Christmas. I want only to highlight why the difference came.
Yes,
The
I want.
difference came very recently. It's in the 17th century. I told you before that the calendar which they use, it's called Julian calendar. 17th century, one of the Pope of Rome, he was named Pope Gregory. He discovered a mistake in their calendar, and then he started to amend this calendar, and then they called it Gregorian calendar, which they are using now. When he discovered this mistake, it will take long time to explain, but the conclusion is he added 10 days to the calendar to solve this mistake. So before the 17th century, 25th December was equal to 7th January to 29 Kiyak in Egypt. So we were celebrating the same day, same Christmas. When he amended their calendar, he added 10 days. So in the 17th century, 25th December became equal, not equal to 29 Kiyak. That's why there is difference now. And every 100 year, there is 1 day difference. So he added 10 days. If you added 10 days to 25, it will be 5th January. And then 18th century, 19th century, 1 day per 100. So now we are celebrating 7th January. After 100 years from now, it will be added another day, and we will celebrate 29 Kiyak. It will be equal 8th January.
After 100 years.
After 100 years. That's why, because of the amendment which was done in the Gregorian calendar. But our calendar stable. We didn't change. From the first day of the birth of Jesus Christ, every year we are celebrating same day, 29 Kiyak.
That's
So
a very important piece of information, sir. Sir, why do we celebrate Christmas, and what is the origin of Christmas?
It's obvious the origin of Christmas is the birth of Jesus Christ. Why we celebrate?
Is it the 24th or the 7th, the 24th?
It was the same, 24th, 25th, which is 24th Eve. It was the same for, as I told you, for 17 centuries. We were celebrating the same day, 25th or 24th night. It was equal to 29 Kiyak in the Coptic calendar. And moreover of that, we didn't use the Gregorian calendar until the 19th century. In Egypt, we used to use our Coptic calendar, and afterwards the Hijri calendar, not the Gregorian one. The Gregorian one entered Egypt in the 19th century. So we didn't know the difference before, because we, as I told you before, we stayed celebrating in the same day without change. But the origin is the birth of Jesus Christ. We are all celebrating the same occasion, which is birth of Jesus Christ.
On the 25th.
On 25th and 7th January, because of the difference in calendars only.
Sir, as Egyptians, we celebrate Christmas starting from the 25th of December till the 7th of January. You said the difference between the 25th of December and the 7th of January, so we're not gonna be repetitive. But Egyptians celebrate all through from the 24th to the 7th. Why do Egyptians do this?
First of all, because we know that it's the most unique festival, not only in Egypt, but all over the world. And the birth of Jesus Christ is not an ordinary or simple event, because even in the history, it divided the history to two big parts. Now we can say before Christ and after Christ. So even everywhere in the history, if something happened before Christ, they call it before Christ. After Christ, it's after Christ. So it's a very unique occasion and festival. The second one is, till now in Egypt, we have our brothers from the Catholic Church. They are Egyptians, but they follow the calendar of the Catholic Church, and they celebrate in the same day. So our brothers, our families, our Egyptian people started to celebrate in 25th. We have to share the joy with them, to celebrate with them, congratulate them, and then during the occasion we celebrate not only from 25th to 7th January, we celebrate from the starting of first day of Kiyak. When we start to fast, preparing ourselves to receive Jesus Christ in Christmas, we are celebrating spiritually in the church every day.
Okay, sir, I will ask every father that I'm gonna be interviewing today this question, and I'm gonna be repetitive. Who is Santa Claus? Is he a legend? I know he's not a legend, because I was answered this question before with an interview before you. And what do we learn from Santa Claus?
Okay, Santa Claus is not a legend.
Yes,
Santa
Saint
Claus,
Nicholas.
he was a real person. Santa Claus was a priest, and afterwards he became a bishop. His original
What's
name.
the difference between a priest and a bishop?
Okay, priest is a priest like me, the one who is serving between the people, and he is married priest. The bishop is one of the monks who is
Help
not
the
married,
priest.
and he was monk before. No, not helping. The bishop is the head of the priests.
He's the head of the
Yeah,
priest. Huh?
and the pope is the head of the bishops.
Okay, so it is the priest,
Yeah, we have three
and then the
priesthood
bishop,
category: priests, bishops,
and then pope.
or
Okay.
patriarch. Yes.
So it's the pope, bishop, and then the priest.
And then
okay.
the priest, yes. So he was a priest before, and before he became a priest, his parents were barren. They didn't have a child. They were very rich. They were very kind people, doing good works every day. They prayed to God to give them offspring, to give them a boy or a girl. Then God grants them this boy.
Saint
They
Nicholas.
named him Nicola or Nicolaus. This is his real name. And after he became a young man, he was very kind like his parents. He was giving to the poor people, helping them, and then they chose him to become a priest. And he discovered that one of the people in his country or in his village, he was rich man, and he became very poor, and he had 3 girls. This man, under some of weakness in his personality, he decided to let his girls to work in a immorality job, just to gain some money so that they can marry and they can eat food. When Santa Claus or Saint Nicholas, the priest, he knows what the bishop, because at that time he became a bishop, when he knows that, he decided to give this man money without telling him who is the giver. So he used to hide himself at night and drop some of his money from the window of this man. And this man discovered that there is money. In the morning, he thanks God, and he started to prepare his first girl to be married. Afterwards, he gave him another money by the same way. So he let the other girl to be married. The third one, the father said, I need to know who is the generous man who is doing this with me without hiding himself. Then he hid himself again at night to wait to see who is this one, and then he discovered that this one is the bishop. When he put the third time for the third girl, then this story became known everywhere, and they called him Santa Claus. And we learn from him the virtue of giving. That's why we call the season of Christmas is the season of giving, and the season of love, and the season of joy. Season of love, because God loved us as human, and he sent us his son to save us. Season of joy, because when Jesus was born, everyone was happy on earth, in heaven, like the angels. When they appeared to the shepherds, they said, glory to God in the highest, peace on earth, and goodwill toward men. So this is the joy, and the last one is giving, because of Santa Claus used to give in this time. So we can see everywhere all over the world that the season of Christmas, we prepare the gifts, and they call it somewhere, they call it
Secret Santa.
Secret Santa, Christmas box.
Yeah.
And everywhere they used to receive gifts and to give others gifts, especially to the needy ones and the poor.
Okay, sir, if I understand right what you said, Saint Nicholas was a man, he was Santa Claus, and he was a bishop, and
Yes.
he used to, at the beginning, use his girls in immoral acts.
Not his girls, another man. Another man tried to use his girls.
To use as Saint Nicholas girls,
No, his girls.
his
This
own
man,
girls.
This man, another man, his name was not mentioned.
We don't know him.
Yes, this man was rich one, and then he became poor man, and he has 3 girls. He
wanted
didn't
them to
have
get
any
married.
money to give them to be married, so he decided to use them in this job. But Santa Claus, when he knew about that, he decided to help them.
Okay.
So they were not the girls of Santa Claus, the girls of another man, but Santa Claus decided to help them for free, and also hiding, to give the glory not to himself,
Yes,
but
exactly.
to God.
So this story teaches us that Santa Claus is a real person that used to exist.
Yes.
Not only this, but he used to do for the good of people without without the people knowing
Yes.
that he was helping. And this is the real a message that we have to send Muslims and Christians, that when you do something for God, then nobody should know about it at all. And so he did this actually.
Yes,
And this is what's happening. So we now understand that Santa Claus is not a legend.
No.
He is a true character that used to exist, and his name was Saint Nicholas.
Nicholas, yes.
Okay. What should parents tell their children about Santa Claus? Of course, learning about Santa Claus, we learned that he gave love, he gave money, he used to help people without anybody knowing. As today, when Papa Noel, or when Santa Claus comes, we are all stunned, and we don't know who this character is.
Yes, yes. Now we know the
Now we
story
know
and
the
the
story,
character.
and we know what we learned from him, that we should be kind, we should help others, we should be loving, we should be joyful, we should send joy all over. What should parents tell their children about Santa Claus? What you said now, parents should tell their children, to cut it short, or do you have anything to add?
Yes, we need to focus on the story, that it's not a legend, it's a real story and a real character. The second thing is we need to learn the spiritual virtue behind, not only to wait for Santa Claus to give us. No, we need every one of us to be Santa Claus. Every one of us to think how to give others.
Oh,
so
but
that
there are
we make
people that
others.
are misers, and there are people that won't ever think of helping others. It's not about everyone being like this. It's not that easy. We would be in heaven. We would not be in a world that has that has evil people and have good people.
So we need to learn how to be good people, so that the other people can see us good, so that they can learn from us. So
hopefully,
we are searching,
sir.
we are
It's
searching
not easy.
for a
We're
good
trying
world,
to work on it.
like we say, they can see our good works, and then they glorify what we are doing, or they appreciate what we are doing. The last part is not to forget about the real meaning. So because the real meaning of Christmas, not Santa Claus, not Bishop Nicolaus, the real meaning is the birth of Jesus Christ, giving, being happy, and spreading joy everywhere.
Who are the main characters of Christmas, sir?
Main characters of Christmas, there are a lot of them, but we can say Jesus Christ, because he is the one who gave birth in this occasion. As I said before about Santa Claus, also about Jesus Christ, we don't want the world to forget about the meaning of Christmas. Meaning of Christmas is celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ. So I need to ask everyone, when you are celebrating Christmas, you can invite Jesus Christ to attend his party, or he is not allowed? What you are doing is suitable to him, or only suitable to the world or the earthly way of celebration? Everyone can judge himself. I'm not judging anyone, but everyone can judge himself. Everyone can control what he is doing, so that the celebration has a meaning. Because I cannot celebrate your birthday without inviting you, right?
Yes.
So we cannot
No,
celebrate.
many nowadays do this. It's okay. Everything nowadays is okay, and it's. Would you tell us more about the shepherds and their role in Christmas, sir?
Shepherds.
Mm.
This story also very unique and very meaningful, because it was written in the Bible. It was mentioned to teach us a lesson. If we look to the history at that time, why the angels choose the shepherds to appear and to inform them about the birth of Jesus Christ? Why not the priests of Jewish people? Why not the rulers of Jerusalem or Palestine at that time? Why not the rich men or the rich people? Because those shepherds, although they were poor, but they were honest shepherds. They were taking care of the sheep. They were watching all the night, not sleeping. Everyone doing his part, everyone doing his job. Everyone is honest and faithful toward his responsibility. And everyone was waiting for the Messiah, the Jesus, whom they know that he will come to save them. And they are waiting for that. They have the faith. They believe that he has come.
Sir, are the shepherds among the ranking of the fathers and the priests and the bishops, or the shepherds are...
At that time, those shepherds who are in the story of Christmas, they were not in the ranks.
They were not.
They were only shepherd for the sheep.
Mm.
Yeah, they shepherd the flock.
And today?
Today we call the priest or the bishop, he is the shepherd, because we call that the people, the congregation, they are the flock, and the father is the shepherd.
Perfect.
And for Jesus Christ, he is our great shepherd.
Okay.
Yeah.
Copts dedicate special praises in Kyak. Would you tell us more about Kyak praises, sir, please?
As you know, and as we are all know, that Egyptian people, they like singing, they like to be happy in all our occasions, not only the Christian occasion. Even in Ramadan, we celebrate together the singing, the spiritual songs of Ramadan.
The Ramadan chanting, yes, we do.
Yes, Ramadan chanting. We celebrate together the season. And we are all, when you see the people in Egypt are celebrating, you cannot differentiate between the Muslim and the Christian, because we are all celebrating the same, eating the same food, congratulating each other in the same occasion. So also the Copts in Egypt, when Christianity entered, they used it to celebrate by chanting and singing the spiritual songs in the churches. So they started to create or write new songs which praise Jesus and praise Saint Mary, the Mother of God. Why we praise her? Not because she is not a human, but because she is one of us, and she had the honor to be the mother of Jesus Christ. So we are celebrating all this month, praising her and praising Jesus, because of the coming season of Christmas and the birth of Jesus Christ, so that we believe that when we are doing that, we are preparing ourselves inside, by the heart first, inside, to be ready to receive the season of Christmas, so that Jesus will not only be born, but also he will be born inside us.
Perfect, sir. Father Danial Attallah, Merry Christmas. Wishing you a happy new year, wishing you a joyful, of course, happy Christmas, festives, holidays. Wishing you all love from all the time throughout the season, the month you're celebrating. We're very happy to celebrate with you this very special occasion, sir. Thank you very much for your informative knowledge. You added a lot to us. Thank you very much and Merry Christmas,
Thank
sir.
you very, very much. Merry Christmas for all, and congratulations for also the new year for everyone. Thank you for coming here, and we are happy to see you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you
Dear
for the
viewers,
staff.
this was the segment of Nile Cruise from the St. Mark's Cathedral. Stay tuned. I'll be back again.